What's up, snackers? Courtney Black.
Miriam in the house.
Thank you for joining us. We got a good show today. Ooh.
As
Can
usual.
can your mate have friends? But when we get into before we get into that, follow
Yeah.
us on our platforms. There's an echo, Miriam. You hear my echo?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I hear it. Well,
Oh.
anyway. Twitter, snacks_LA. On Facebook, Snacks Fans. Instagram, snack_LA. YouTube, Snacks. Hey, Loretta Baker Drew. What's up,
Hey,
girl?
Loretta. We missed you.
Yeah. So, Miriam, are you snacking on anything today?
I'm not. I had some rice before we jumped on because I was a little hungry. So I
Mm.
guess that could be considered a snack.
Did you put some butter? How do you eat your rice? Some people put sugar
It,
on
it's
it.
this yellow rice actually
Oh,
that
that's
Lauren's dad found, and it's actually really good. It's
I like it.
flavored,
Mm.
and then I put some sriracha sauce on it.
Mm. It is that
Fire. Huh?
Zatarain's? Does it come in a pack?
Mahatma.
Oh,
They have
okay.
them in a little yellow pack, Mahatma rice.
Oh, Mahatma, yes. Okay, nice.
Mhm.
I don't have a
Try
snack.
it. It's really good.
Okay.
What you
Um,
snacking on?
I'm not snacking on anything today. I'm just drinking some water. I
What?
know. What,
Courtney's not snacking today.
I'm down 5 pounds, girl. I'm like,
Okay,
and grab a
get
carrot.
it,
That's it. Thank you. Uh,
girl.
so,
Get it.
oh, our snack ship today. It was kind of difficult to find a snack ship, you guys. All this George Floyd, Chauvin, all the trial stuff. It really hasn't been any drama relationships going on that we could talk about. But snack ships is about all relationships. So we did think of Lil Nas X. He came out with that devil stuff last week with the devil shoes in his song. But
I
some
wanted to talk about his relationship with God when that happened.
okay,
I'm like,
right. What's your
your
relationship with the
relationship
Lord?
with God is a little sketchy right now because
Okay,
got
right.
people's blood in a shoe. Like, what are we
Crazy,
doing here?
crazy. That was just too much. Yeah,
Too
that was just too
much.
much. Well, someone in Atlanta saw his mother on the corner and she's for lack of a better word, a crackhead. She's a drug addict. I'm sorry, a drug addict. I'll say that. And they videotaped her, saying this was his mom and blasting him, and everybody was blasting him. A horrible son. You got all this money, but your mother's on the street. His father
Mhm.
came out and said, took up for him. No, he does a lot for us. So this relationship is like a family member. What do you do? I'm sure he's tried, but what do you do when you have
Yeah.
a family member that has an addiction on drugs? You tried. You're a millionaire, but you still can't help this person.
Yeah. It's hard. I mean, even like look at the DMX, situation. He struggled with drugs like his entire life. I don't
Right.
think it's something you can fix with money. Money's not going to fix it.
Yeah. Begging
Nothing really
someone?
can fix it except
No.
Jesus.
And they need to be ready. Like, you know what I mean? You have to hit
Yeah,
that person has to hit rock bottom and be ready. So,
that's true. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
we just
it's nobody's fault. And that's kind of cruel to blame her son for that. It's a
yeah.
little cruel.
Because he's famous, he ought to be able to help his mother, not be like, no.
It's like, what does that have to do with anything?
Right.
The price of tea in China.
Right. If a person does not want help, they don't want help. But it is nice to be there, but you can't enable at the same time.
Exactly.
So yeah, we
Exactly.
just wish them the best. And if anybody's going through something like that, take it to the Lord and do what's in your heart for your loved one.
Do your best to get that monkey off your back.
Oh goodness. Well, today's topic, and this comes up a lot. Like, can your boo have friends of the opposite sex?
It's funny because my friend hit me up when she saw the title of the show. She's
Uh-huh.
like, "Yeah, me and my husband, we have this conversation all the time, and da 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 da." But it's more she has male friends more so than him having female friends.
Mm.
And so it's a point of contention for couples. It's
And
you
how does the
know,
husband feel? Is he accepted or what?
he's accepting of it, but she's not accepting of his one friend, but she got all these other friends. So it's kind of like a double standard, which
Right.
I understand. So her reasoning was because with women, we kind of dictate what's going to happen, right, in a relationship. Like, even if a man wants a relationship with you, unless I want to go there, it's not going to happen.
True.
So it's kind of like she knows she has control over that. Whereas, let's say his female friend tried to come on to him. A lot of men,
they not gonna turn it down. No,
they ain't gonna turn it down.
There's some good men out there who will, but it's still it's very tempting. Like I think it's more tempting.
Well, but the question, it's not that, I guess, not so much are they gonna turn it down if they try to hit on them, but should they even be putting themselves in that position?
Correct.
To be hit on by, and then you have to ask yourself, what is a friend? Like, when we're talking about having a friend outside of that relationship, does that mean you guys can go out and hang out together, or are you just talking on the phone, or you know what I mean?
On the phone, like this not high school. You don't need to be talking. No.
Well, first of all, what's your stance?
I was gonna say, because I was gonna go back to something you said. It does depend on what kind of friend this is. Saying that they would hit on you. I mean, most people 40 and over, you have friends from college, from high school, before that. And let's say if you on your second marriage, you got friends from in between. You just have lifetime friends. So I don't know if you still be hanging around friends that like would hit on you. That's kind of, I don't know. I'm not with that. My stance is I'm gonna need to know these friends. I mean, if you hanging out with Julie, I need to know who the hell Julie is. And
right.
And of course, I can hang out with Julie. Like Julie can hang out with us. And yeah, as long
as a threesome.
No, but you can hang. If I knew Julie was your college friend or whatever, and I've met her. The problem is like when you hide that person, you know what I mean? Or like they never meet your significant other, but you're always like, oh, I'm going out with someone. It's like, well, I need to meet this person.
Right. I'm on the other side. I'm like, no friends outside of the relationship.
None at all?
No. What does he need a friend for? That's what I'm for. Like, if you need a woman's perspective on anything, you can ask me. You can ask me.
No, and what if he needs a woman's perspective on your relationship? Then
I don't want him getting a woman's perspective on my relationship, because she could have ulterior motives and she could be planting seeds in his head that's ultimately gonna lead us to destruction.
We know how women are, and they be like,
you know how they are. They're shysty.
Or they didn't even know he was a good catch until you got him and cleaned him up, and now they see he's a good catch.
Now it's like, oh, he kind of cute. Let me see what's
he takes care of
and I don't even have male friends. I've never had a male friend.
See, that's me. I'm the opposite. I've had a male best friend like forever. What up, Sean? And so yeah, I've always have been around male crews. Like, I'm just a cool ass girl. So yeah.
But I'm saying, okay, how did you meet these friends?
Like, Sean's my best friend from like college, but I was super close with his sister, and but even my sister, like she's always had like guy best friends, very close friends. So
because I feel like if a guy approaches you in a friendship, kind of like I said, I don't have any guy friends, so it's difficult to say how this would happen. But I did come close to having a guy friend, but I knew that he liked me. So I couldn't even be friends with him, because I'm like, even though I wasn't in a relationship, but I feel like if I don't feel the same way about you, like, I'm not even going to lead you on. I'm not going to give you any type of action. You're not going to get any energy from me, nothing. Because you like me like that, and I don't like you like that.
But that's
so
not the
why
friend
would
we're
I?
talking about. We talking about platonic friends. Like,
but I'm saying, how does it come about? Like, this guy, how did we become friends? I don't even remember.
But at the same time, you still said you knew he liked you, so it's like, you know what I mean?
But I feel like most guys, if they're interacting with you, they're attracted to you in some sense.
Well, yeah, I mean, every dude, if you give it to them, they'll take it. I mean, like,
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, if I feel that energy, I don't want it around me. Like, I don't
have that energy. And my sister doesn't have that energy with the guys you're friends with. Like if you have good guy friends, you don't have that energy. Isn't that
So
there?
what would you go to a guy friend for? What do you need a guy friend for?
I mean, they're just fun to hang out, and of course, let me try to think because I'm like, I don't really
Because
have
if
one.
you're in a relationship, let's say you're in a
I was going to
relationship.
say, yeah, I was going to say, in a relationship, you don't really have time for that male friend, but at the same time, when you having get-togethers, they having get-togethers. I mean, your friend, your guy friend, we laugh, we drink, we hang out, we can go play pool together, like. We just have Super Bowl parties, like we just have fun, just like a
You
girlfriend.
don't feel like, but okay, that's true. Like if you're in a group setting, but what if you're like one-on-one? Like, oh, my boy wants to go hang out with me. Is that acceptable?
I mean, I've done it plenty of times. I wasn't in a relationship though, so it
That's
probably
what
would
I'm,
be
I'm
like,
saying in a
yeah,
relationship.
in a relationship. I mean, it would probably be a little stressful, and I wouldn't even have the, me and my guy friend would just catch up a lot. I wouldn't even have the time, or I wouldn't say the desire, but again, if he did, he'd come over. Me and my guy, we're gonna meet you at the pool hall, we're gonna meet you at the bar or something like that every once in a while. But my guy has met him too, and he doesn't feel threatened. He's like, oh, go kick it with Sean. Y'all good. I'm tired tonight. Go ahead. Or have Sean take.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows. He like, I can't do it.
Just like
So
no.
let me know. Anybody out there, let me go out with my guy friend.
I know, it's just, to me, it's just weird. It's like, why do you need this friend? Now, okay, if this is somebody that you've known for a long time, I get it. But if my man was to be like, yeah, I would feel comfortable if you cut it off, I would cut it off. Would you cut it off?
With like a friend that's 20 years? No. He's not going to feel that uncomfortable. Like it's nothing that he could feel that uncomfortable. Like I said, he's met him before. He's hanging out with him before.
But
So
guys know how guys think.
yeah,
A guy
I'm
ain't
saying,
kicking it with you just to be kicking it with you. Like he
my
likes you
friend of
like
20
that.
years, yes, he knows me better than anybody. So, but if my guy says, "Oh, I saw him do this," or he saw some male insight, then I would take that into accountability. But again, this not some new guy that I just picked up, like a couple of months ago off the street or from work or some little quick
Well,
job I
let's
had.
talk about that because I do want to talk about the coworker
Oh
friend.
yeah.
Because that's a big deal. Like you'll go to lunch with them and you're hanging out with them at work and
A work
making
husband.
jokey jokes, and you spend most of your time at work. So this is going to become someone that you're spending a significant amount of time with. And I think that's how like people start liking each other. And it's sketchy. It's like, would you allow coworker friends?
I don't like no new coworker. That's new, but that's like I just said.
What
That's
if
a
it's
new
not
friend.
new? What if he's been at this job for a while?
Well, I mean,
And
again, a person in a relationship, how often are they? Okay, you're at work, but so there's really no need to hang out with your coworker after work. Y'all just had lunch together, right? So you saying
no,
you
I'm
going?
saying they're hanging out at work, but you're at work all day.
I can't stop that though. What I'm gonna do? You can't hang out.
I would not be okay with my man going out with female coworkers. I'm just not comfortable. I'm not saying I'm going to tell him, no, you can't go. But I'm going to trust that he would respect my stance on that and not be going out to lunch with female coworkers. I think it's a little dangerous.
Even if they're married and got kids, and
even if, because they be hooking up. These people be hooking up. Like I know about all kind of people hooking up at my job. So really? What'd you say? Yeah, you are naive if you think they ain't hooking up at work. Cause girl, Loretta said yes, work husbands are the best. Yeah, you love your work husband.
I do. J. Anthony Brown was my first work husband. He gave me chocolate strawberries for Valentine's Day. He gave all the girls chocolate covered strawberries for Valentine's Day. I'm like,
work. What do you mean by that, Loretta? Work wives are not allowed. Oh, you wouldn't allow him to have, but you would have a work husband, but he can't have a work wife.
He can't have no work wife making him lunches and stuff.
But it's the same thing. It's a coworker thing. That's what we're talking about. So you would not want him to have a work wife.
She wouldn't.
No, you. I'm talking about you.
Oh, me, Courtney?
Yes.
Oh. No, I don't think so. I mean, he can have a friend, but no, a work wife is like, I'm like, this bitch need to back up.
Well, we're just calling it a work wife, but it's really just a coworker that he's friends
A work
with.
wife is closer than a coworker, so there is a discrepancy.
Is there a distinction?
Yes, a work wife would be bringing him lunch, honey. A work wife would be like,
I wouldn't be bringing. I had a work husband, and we were not bringing each other lunch. It was just understood that that's my work husband. Nothing ever happened as a result of me being a work wife. Like nothing came with that. It was just like a title that we say.
You didn't do any extra work for him at the office, or like
I'm not doing any of that.
Co-workers.
For somebody that's not my man, I'm not doing any of that. No.
You ain't filed none of his paperwork, girl.
No. Work is a dangerous place anyway be engaging in a relationship because you got to see that person every day, and it's like
you said, 8 hours a day. You see them more than you see your mate.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying, because that's how relationships grow. You're spending time with this person. You're getting to know things about this person. You might think this person is funny. You might think like, oh, you like him. You like this person. But like, what did you say? You ultimately like your work husband? Like you like him as a person.
Again, as an adult, and if you are like have this coworker that you like so much, I think you can decipher between, oh shit, I'm like kind of feeling him, as opposed to he is so corny, he is just my friend. Like he is just, I don't see anything romantic. I would never sleep with him, just even physically or whatever it is, kind of what you're putting, or what if it's dangerous territory or not.
So it sounds like you would allow a friendship, but would there have to be rules like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't?
I mean, I had to know what those things are, because again, I just don't see my man having that much time between me, his family, his friends. He want to hang out with his boys before he want to hang out with the female coworker. I just don't understand what they
really. You think so?
Yeah.
He's trying to hang out with a girl. I mean, I feel like guys they want feminine energy. So
right, so that would be me. But I'm saying, when is him and the coworker hanging out? Like, give me an example. Like, what are they doing after work that they're hanging out?
No, they're not hanging out after work. I'm just saying strictly like, what if they're just friends at work? They go to lunch together, maybe even every day. And that's it.
My man is like inventing shit. He don't have time to be going to lunch with Susie every day.
How you gonna create a job for your man?
All right, he busy.
He's not even here yet.
Right. We gonna put that.
My man is gonna be president of the United States. He is not gonna have time to be entertaining no female friends.
At all. At all. But like, what would get on my nerves, Mir? If like, so, because men can be naive at times, right? And so Susie could have her little hooks on him, but he'll be like coming home like, oh yeah, Susie did this, like da-da-da-da. Oh, Susie did this. Why am I saying Susie? I don't like that name.
I know.
Michelle. I do a Michelle.
Yeah,
Michelle. Michelle did this at work. Oh, this was so funny. Michelle did this. Oh, Michelle brought a cake at work.
You better watch out.
If I keep hearing Michelle's name one more time,
yes,
I'm gonna have to get this bitch fired. Like, I'm gonna have to. I don't want to hear no more what Michelle doing on the job.
Okay. I'm gonna be like Beyonce and Obsessed. Remember when she was like, he can't have no female assistants. None of that. None of it. Because that's how it starts. That's how it happens. Oh, yeah. Like, you have this attractive woman, you're around her all day. And it's like something is bound to happen. That's why I just feel like I don't even feel like men and women can really be friends unless
Miriam.
Both. I just don't feel like they.
Well, you've never had the experience, so that's why. But I mean,
I just feel like I don't know that, like, why would I want a male friend when I have a man?
Toddy is my bet. Toddy, rest in peace. Todd Stone, that's my nigga. I was like,
But what makes you guys friends? Do you
my
guys talk?
dude.
Do you hang out?
He's passed away now, but yes,
Sorry.
that's okay. Yeah, we just kindred souls. He got my back. Could nobody mess with me? Todd will come over here and fuck you up. Like Todd has my back. We laugh. We just here. Just hilarious. Like it's just so much fun.
So how come you guys never got together?
You know, that really never even came up with Todd, and Todd is cute, but I mean, he had a girlfriend. Todd too much of a crazy person, first of all. Like, that's my friend. Like, this is a perfect example. Like, I would never be in a relationship with you because you're too crazy. And I know his girlfriends, like, and I never had any attraction. He's cute and never fine as hell. You know what I mean? He got swag, but Todd was just never my type as a romantic guy. But everything else, that's my kindred spirit. Hell yeah.
Wow. I mean, I would love to hear a guy's perspective on this because I feel like most men are like, I mean, I'm not allowing the male friends. I just don't see that happening. I just don't. It's just like,
I mean, I kind of don't see that either.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, how can you reconcile it with a one, like, on your end, but you can't reconcile it on his end? Like, the same thing is happening. Like,
well,
it's
again,
the same
I'm saying
dynamic.
if my man comes with I mean, if my man comes with a friend that he's had for 20 years, that's what that is. I can't. That's part of the package.
You wouldn't be like,
yeah, your mother and your other friends. Now, if I see that the chick is a little shady or doing something, or is not warm to me, which is a red flag. Like, why is she shading me if she's your friend? That must mean she like you, because if not, you welcome me with open arms. So, but if he comes with friends that he's had, yeah, I'm not threatened by that in the least.
Okay, I mean, I'm not threatened by it. I just think that it's unnecessary. Like, I just really don't.
But don't you think, I mean, but what if he had okay, so y'all are in a relationship now. We're not talking about like he got a friend while y'all were together. So, I mean, people come with.
What about that? Would you be okay with that? Acquiring a new friend?
I mean, I don't think there's a need for that, like you say. Like,
okay.
A work
so you're just saying if it was somebody that he's already been friends with for a long time, it's fine. Yeah, but if it's somebody that he's like, what if he started a new job and he met a friend at work at this new job?
A female friend.
A female friend.
I just told you, girl, my man probably hired her. He don't have time to be hanging. It's not gonna be no. He ain't hanging out. He ain't fraternizing with the help. He is not fraternizing with the help.
Not the help. What if they're on the same level? You're hilarious.
No.
She's not. Trust me, she's not.
No, but again, like, I just don't see. I mean, of course, you have work events and maybe they're going to happy hour ones, but I don't care about that.
Because we do be drinking at work now. Now people be getting lit at work.
Well, work is at home, pandemic, quarantine, but
well, no, I'm telling on my job. Let me stop.
Oh, you're talking about when y'all went to go and do like happy
hour?
But
we'll have events where we're drinking.
Yeah, a lot of companies do. Yeah, but no, I'm fine with that. It's just why do y'all need to go to dinner together or to the movies together or something like that? That's weird. But
isn't that a friendship? Like, I mean,
what I'm saying, you don't need a friendship with your coworker. How y'all getting that close from work? Like, you want to separate from work. Usually, most people do. So, if you just met this person at work as a female, that might no.
No new friends. Like no Drake new friends.
That's the song I put on my post today. Yeah, for the show.
Is it
on my story? No new friends.
I gotta look at that. Look at that. Well, that was good. I mean, I know you know where I stand.
You're like nothing. You don't want.
Well, I had this conversation with someone that I was dating, and he was like, "Well, what if?" And what if? I'm like, no. Sorry.
No.
I've just seen it happen too much where you're spending all this time with this person, and then like, what if we're having problems? right?
Right.
And
Now
then he
that
goes to his friend and he's venting to her and she's comforting him. You lay on my boob right here. Stay
not to
right.
lay on the boob.
It's just no, you don't need any female friends. Like I just like you said, he don't have time for that. Like go talk to your mom or talk to me. That's all you need.
Ooh, the
Ugh.
mom or me. Okay,
Mom
so
or me.
now your question: what if he has a friend from 20 years, a 20-year-old good friend? You can't coming into the relationship.
I wouldn't tell him to not have her as a friend, but they can't be going out together. She can hang out with me and him, like you said. We could all hang out together. So he doesn't need to be talking to her on the phone. But I'm just saying this is what friendship is. So if I'm not allowing that, then basically I'm saying, no, you can't have a female friend outside of this relationship because you can't go out with her by yourself. You can't be on the phone with her. So
That's
what
like
else
me
is
and
there to
threesomes.
do?
Miriam, you and the friendship is like me and threesomes. I got a whole bunch of rules, honey. It ain't even gonna be fun. Like,
No, right?
not even gonna be
You can't
fun.
kiss, you can't touch, you can't look at, you can only look at me. You can't
Okay.
like it's like why even have it? What's the point,
Fair.
right? And that's how I feel this. That sums it up perfectly.
But
It's
if it's
like,
a woman
what's
I
the
trust,
point of it?
if it's a woman I trust, I totally feel fine with him having an outside female ear if he needs to vent or even like ask questions or be hurt. You know, maybe she needs advice at times and she's his sounding board in her relationships. Like, I'm fine because I'm tired of explaining to him why I'm pissed. No, just playing. So maybe she can.
Ed said, "What about a work lunches?" We talked
We
about that
talked about that.
briefly.
Yeah.
The problem with that, I don't do work lunches. Like, no work lunches. If I'm married, if I'm in a relationship, it might be a little different, a little more relaxed because I'm not married yet. I'm still single.
You may
Like
be single.
Kiki Palmer posted the other day. She was like, until I'm married, I'm single.
Definitely.
So it might be a little different. But if I was married, no, I wouldn't be going to lunch with no dude.
That's true. That's disrespectful a little bit, I think. Yeah. What's the
Yeah,
purpose?
like no, that's unnecessary. But
Mm.
that's just my take. It's like dudes probably like, oh, I ain't messing with her. She got all these rules. I can't have no
Can't
friends.
have no female
You
friends.
got guy friends. That's what guy friends are for. Talk to your guy friend. Well, honestly, they say in marriages and probably even relationships, you shouldn't be talking to a whole bunch of people outside of your relationship. I think you should
It's kind
have
of limited though.
no, but I think you should have like one or two people
That you can
who
confide in.
that you can confide in who aren't messy and telling all your business. And then you have those two people that you go to when you and your husband are having issues, and that's it. You don't need to be talking to no female friend about our issues going on in our marriage. That's out. End of story. Drops mic.
Okay, drives. Because then I was thinking, like, even with my guy friends, I'm sure I've ran, male issues, my relationship issues by them. So, and it
Do
helps.
you feel like you got an unbiased, like
Oh yeah,
objective opinion?
yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
It told me
Well,
what we.
that is what it is. If you guys have anything to add, feel free to
Yeah,
comment on the post afterwards. Even if you catch it on the replay, let us know. We want to hear what you guys think about this topic because it's a very common one.
it is. And if you have, outside friends of the opposite sex, let us know and let us know what your significant other thinks about that.
Exactly. Have a discussion with your significant other because some people probably haven't had this discussion. And when it comes up, you might realize like you guys feel differently about this. And have this discussion before you get married too.
Oh, please,
If
yeah.
you're in a relationship, have this discussion. This is important. Things like this are, these are things you need to know before you walk down the aisle. So.
And especially, this is kind of like that topic too, Mary, that you may not bring up because you feel like I'm being petty if I bring it up, but it's bothering you and you feel resentful after, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna
Exactly.
blow up. So, yeah. Well, that was
Exactly.
cool. I love that topic.
Yeah, it's a good topic because it could go in so many different directions, and it's like everybody has like a unique opinion about it, different rules and stuff like that. So, thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you.
Again, please follow us on all social platforms. Instagram, snacks_LA, Twitter, snacks_LA. I'm getting good at this. YouTube, snacks_LA. Facebook, Snacks fans. Just to let you guys know, after this episode, we will be streaming only on YouTube.
That's right.
We are going exclusively YouTube. So you will not be able to watch the stream live on Facebook, but you can watch the replay on Facebook. So just remember next week, if you're going to tune in, do not try to watch the live stream on Facebook. We'll also put it in the flyer, but just want to tease it a little bit.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Life,
love,
and snacks.
Peace.